guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Modesty33 here, aka Crystal with a C, back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, you just happen to click on welcome. We're not going to talk about when I try to put out videos because I haven't tried to put out any videos lately in the past month or so. I don't even know how long it's been, just because I've been lifing. Life has been lifing, guys. So we're going to try to get back into it, but yeah, so just haven't been motivated lately as well. But yeah, we're trying to get back into it. In the first video, I really want to share something with you guys, which is a bag reveal. So you'll see it in the thumbnail, but essentially we're going to get right into it, guys, because I want to talk about this new bag and how I've been feeling about like my bags and bag collection lately. So guys, let's go ahead and get started. You'll see again this bag in the thumbnail. This is my newest bag to my collection, but as you can see, it looks pretty beat up. So it is a vintage bag. This is the Hermes Trim 38 1. So it's like, I think I don't know a whole lot about this bag, you guys, so please forgive me if any of you guys are Hermes experts out there, but this is as far as how it was listed, it is the Hermes Trim 1. Size 38 in box calf leather. And again, it is a vintage bag, and there were a few different things that really attracted me to this bag. I did purchase this, today that I'm filming this video, it's like end of July essentially. And so I purchased this the beginning of June. So like not too long ago, beginning of last month. I saw it on the Real, the website, Preloved luxury website. So I saw it on there, and a few different things really attracted me to this bag. So first off, I was looking at this bag just because it's a lesser known Hermes bag. And I didn't actually want this size. I wanted the smaller one, like the 35. It comes in a lot of different sizes, but I was looking at the 35, and I was looking for the version. There are two different versions of the Hermes Trim, if I'm not mistaken. So again, this is a version 1. I believe like most of the version 1s do not have the zipper. So it's like an open tote. It does have like this little piece of leather here. But there is a version that has a zipper. So this one doesn't have the zipper, but the version I was looking for was a bit smaller than this one, and it had the zipper. However, I saw this one on the website, and again, two things kind of sold me on this bag. Number one was the price. So this bag was listed in fair condition, which is like pretty much the lowest condition on the Real, but it didn't look to have like that much wear or damage to me. But it was listed for originally $945. And guys, yeah, it's an Hermes bag. So it was listed for $945. So I thought that was really good because there are very few. I mean, you can't even get a brand new bag for that price, but definitely Preloved. A lot of Hermes bags do retain their value very well. So it's very rare to find an Hermes bag in that price point. So it was $945, but again, it was in fair condition. So it was, again, some wear to it. And the other thing, which is probably the biggest selling point for me, was the fact that this bag was made in 1984, which is the year in which I was born. So this has been one of my goals for, I would say, at least the past 2 years. First, I was looking for like a vintage Chanel bag, and then I kind of shifted my focus to like, oh, well, maybe I can find a vintage Hermes bag that's made in my birth year. So I got close years ago when I was really into Louis Vuitton, and I found like a Louis Vuitton Speedy 35 that was made in 1983, and I purchased that one from eBay. And that was a good buy. My mother now has that bag, and it's in really good condition. I think we just got the zipper replaced on that bag. So it's virtually brand new. And so that bag is actually older than me. It's 40 years old. And yeah, we were able to bring some life back to that bag, and it's still like really, the canvas and everything is really great. But, I still want it in 1984 because that, again, is my birth year. So, yeah, that was the biggest selling point for me on this bag. Then it had, gold hardware. It was black. Wasn't necessarily looking for a black bag because I do have a few different black bags. But I did like the box leather, the box calf leather, which is, I know a lot of the vintage Hermes bags are made out of the box calf. So that was kind of another thing that I really liked. And I did really like the gold hardware because I'm kind of into gold hardware lately. So yeah, the black and gold, the year, the price, all those things kind of came together. So I did decide to go ahead and purchase it from the Real. And I did get this bag authenticated through a third party, and it is like, yeah, an authentic 1984 Hermes Trend 38 version 1 in box cap leather. So as far as the fair condition, most of the wear is like on the corners here. I don't know if you guys can see with the lighting. I mean, there are scratches on the leather when I bring it up close. So, I mean, it's 1984, so, I mean, I got bruises on me too, so it's not that serious to me. But, yeah, so it's got like some wear on the corners here. You guys can kind of see, in addition to like the scratches, so that's what put it in fair condition. And these are like what the side looks like. So really the leather just kind of needs to be cleaned up a bit, but I did take it to Hermes, and they said they could send it to the bag spa. But they didn't find it to be in like, you know, total trash condition to where it's like, oh, you know, we definitely will recommend you take it now. So you guys can see like on these corners of the bag, yeah, there is wear, and that's where the fair condition comes from. Another really cool thing about this bag though is like when it's full, because of the way in which like these sides kind of poke out, it does stand up on its own a lot of the times, and it doesn't like lean over. Again, that kind of depends on what you have in the bag, but for the most part, like, yeah, I can sit it down and it will not like fall over. So I think that's pretty cool as well. It does just have this strap here on the top. It's a shoulder strap, and it just has like the one adjustment. So some of these bags do come with like an extender strap. This one did not, but some of them do have an extender strap where essentially you could wear the bag as a crossbody or as a longer shoulder. I don't find that to be appealing. The bag's a bit too big to me to be wearing crossbody. So yeah, I'm really happy with it just being shoulder. But yeah, so you guys can kind of, again, see the exterior here. You know, the hardware is like a little faded as well, but I don't really mind that at all. So it's like a little tarnish and scratch. But overall, again, to me, the bag's in really great condition. So like I said, the bag did retail for $945. However, I did have $100 site credit through the Real because I'd recently sold a bag. And so we'll talk about that in another video. So I have sold 2 bags this year. And very recently, in the past 2 months, I sold 2 bags. And so because I sold the 1 bag that I did sell to the Real, I did have like $100 site credit. So yeah, that took $100 off of this bag, and the total after taxes I paid was like $936. So yeah, still under $1,000. I think maybe it was like a little over $1,000 once I did the authentication through the third party. So yeah, I think that's a really good deal. A lot of times these bags, even on the Real, you'll see them like retailing for anywhere between like $1,100 and up. Like I'd say between $1,100 and $1,500. They do have quite a few of these bags on eBay like that are based out of Japan. There was one that I was looking at, but it was listed at like $2,500. But it was black gold hardware, but the leather was different. And it did have a zipper, and it was the smaller version, but yeah, it was quite up there. So this one to me was a really good buy. I think this bag has a lot more years of use, and it's really cool that I could take it to the spa if I wanted to, just to bring life back. Now, I kind of want to go into the interior. The interior like of the bag to me looks pretty spotless. I do have items in here because I have been using this bag on and off. So this bag does have like this little piece here, very similar to my Hermes Picotin. So a lot of people, I don't see a lot of reviews for this bag on YouTube, number one, but the ones that I see, like the people who have this bigger version, they just kind of like not have this like over here. Like I usually, you know, do carry the bag with this, you know, per part here, like splitting the bag. Just because I'm used to that with my Hermes Picotin, it does have this little leather piece as well. But a lot of people I was saying on YouTube just kind of carry it like this and just have this piece hang. So they can just have it like an open toe. So either, yeah, they'll have the front be like this, or they'll carry it like this as the front with this piece hanging. So the only branding, yeah, is right here that has the Hermes Paris. And this bag's made in France. So that's the only branding on the bag. So yeah, I'm all about that, you know, understated luxury. Not necessarily quiet, but yeah, understated. I definitely have been into that as of late. So yeah, this is the opening for the bag here. And in here, I have my Toiletry 26, which has found new life with the with me owning this bag, because otherwise it was just sitting in the closet. So I don't know if you guys remember this Toiletry 26. I periodically talk about it, but this is the Louis Vuitton Toiletry 26 from the Tahitian collection. I think back in 2016, maybe 2015, 2016. So it's fairly old. I actually got this Toiletry 26 from eBay because I missed out on the actual collection. So yeah, and it has like, it's the Damier Azur, and it has the like interior that's pink. And I have like a bag organizer in here. But yeah, like my Toiletry 19 and 15 are typically, I haven't really used those in a while, so they kind of like have my makeup storage in them. So yeah, this one was sitting in the closet. So I just, since it fits in this bag is quite large. So it's 38 centimeters. So that's where the 38 comes from. I don't know what that is in inches. I think it was like 16 inches when I saw it on the website, as far as the conversion, but I'm not 100% positive on that. But yeah, with this Toiletry 26, it pretty much fits all of my loose items in here. So yeah, so now this has use and utility for me again. Otherwise, I do use the Toiletry 26, but usually for travel. But otherwise on a daily basis, yeah, I don't really use the Toiletry 26, but now I do. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad I didn't sell that item. So yeah, this is again what the interior looks like. I'm sorry, the handle's kind of in the way of you guys seeing, but it's very clean on the interior. We'll just do it this way. Yeah, so it's very clean on the interior, guys. So it doesn't have a zipper. I would have liked a zipper, but I do like the fact that, let me demonstrate. So like when you put it on the shoulder, like it's kind of like a Neverfull, in which it sits right under the armpit. So I feel like that does provide security, because you would typically feel somebody, you know, trying to fiddle and try to get into the bag. And then the fact that this bag is deep, the person would kind of have to, like, unless you had your wallet and things like right on top, like the person would have to, like, you know, dig around to steal any valuable items if you have them secured. So again, yeah, this is the interior. Again, it is really, really deep, but as you can see, it's like suede interior. So but yeah, I think they took really good care of this, especially like most of the wear, a lot of times on these older bags, you'll see in the interior, people just don't take care of them. But yeah, all the wear on this one, I would say, is like on the exterior here. But yeah, so yeah, and then I like the fact too that it does kind of curve in, so that provides some security as well. So it's not like wide open. But I think that this bag has a lot of different uses. Probably you would get more uses maybe out of the fall, in the fall, carrying this bag if you carry a lot of items. I go either way. I could carry a lot, or I can carry like, you know, kind of a mid-size amount. But like if I wanted to take this bag out for the day, which I have and carry a lot of different items. So again, I would have like my Toiletry 26, which was already in here. Just kind of, you know, doing what fits in here. But a lot fits in here, you guys. But yeah, you do kind of have to angle your items a certain way to fit in, so they don't just kind of go in. I also have my MacBook Air 13-inch. So guys, this actually fits in as well. Let me show you. Fits in both ways. Like you can like just slip it in and have it just like that, like you know, standing up, so to speak. Or it does fit like if I put it sideways in the bag. So that's it sideways. So yeah, if I wanted to take my laptop out, this bag would definitely carry it. And it's very light too. I did want to mention that this bag is very light. So other items I would pretty much carry on, you know, like a daily are going to be in my Picotin Lock 18 bag here, which is my daily, weekly, monthly, yearly bag. at this point, this is the only bag really I've carried, luxury bag that I've carried this year in 2023 since getting this bag in January. I'll have a separate video on like the wear and tear and everything of this bag, but primarily what I would use for this Hermes trim bag is gonna be in my Picotin lock. But yeah, so one thing would be like my keys here. I do have them on a Lululemon dark lavender keychain that I bought in June, which works really well with this bag because, you know, again, it's so deep. So if I didn't have this keychain, I probably would lose the keys. And, you know, the keychain is actually called the Never Lost keychain. So this is a newer item that I purchased from Lululemon. But also, let's see, my wallet, which I have my Chanel's, the coin purse here that I've been using again. Also my AirPods Pro 2nd generation, in this case that I got from Amazon. Let's see. I have my Gucci key pouch, which brings up another comparison. So guys, like, as far as the history of this bag is very similar to the, was it the Gucci Jackie O bag that Gucci sells now? And it's like essentially a classic to Gucci. So if you're looking for alternative, the Hermes trim bag is a very similar alternative to the Gucci Jackie bag. So did want to mention that as well, if you were noticing any type of similarity. So I'm just kind of picking items out of my Picotin. So I just have some hand sanitizer. I've got some primer, sunscreen from Charlotte Tilbury. I also have some Rare Beauty lip oil. So, and again, a lot of these items would go inside of my Toiletry 26. Then I do have my Louis Vuitton tried and true mini pochette that I got back in 2016 for $300 off of eBay. It's like, what, $700, $800 now? Crazy markup. But you know, that's life, that's what it is. I just have some Altoid mints here. And like I said, guys, most of these items would fit inside of my Toiletry 26. So yeah, my Picotin lock 18 is pretty much empty. I just have the keys for the lock on the bottom here. And so yeah, that's the bag. And this is like all the items pretty much that I just added from the Picotin lock 18. And I put most of them again in the Toiletry 26. So this is what that looks like. If I do kind of add this little piece here back to the middle, I just want to show you guys what that looks like. So yeah, this is what the bag looks like with my MacBook Air 13-inch, my Toiletry 26, and the remaining items from my Picotin lock 18 that I was carrying earlier. So it looks a little weird. It doesn't have that like same kind of, you know, slouch in the middle, but yeah, it just kind of depends again on what you're carrying in the bag. But if I put it on the shoulder, this is what it looks like. So it is, again, a bigger bag, you guys. But, you know, it's a vibe. But this bag is not at all heavy. So I did want to reiterate that the bag is not, it's not light because I do have my MacBook 13-inch in there, but it's not heavy at all. And then if I take this middle piece and just kind of have it like on the back hanging here. So like if I carried it that way, you know, this piece is just gonna flop around. That's what it would look like. And then if I just kind of carried it with just these little two portions, that's what it looks like there. And I think I have some like footage of like full body, but if not, then I'll, you know, insert that in somewhere in this video as well. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about and reveal my new Hermes bags. So now I own 2 Hermes bags, and subsequently, yeah, these have been the only bags I've carried in 2023. So with this one being the newer one since I got it last month in June. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about this, again, I haven't been carrying it for a long period of time, but I have really liked carrying it. So it does, again, fit quite a bit more than what my Picotin Lock 18 would fit. So it's a very nice addition for that reason. And again, it's very understated. So I really like that as well. From my birth year, everything is pretty much looks good and intact. So very happy with this purchase. Didn't break the bank either. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure you share it with anyone else who likes this type of content, and comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this bag. Have you ever heard of the bag? So yeah, I've just been hearing about this bag quite a bit more lately, and I've been researching it more. And also, before you leave, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because we are going to be putting out more videos, including like an update on this bag that I've been carrying the majority of the year, and talking about wear and tear and how I feel about this bag now. So yeah, if you want to hear more about that, definitely subscribe to the channel. You do that by hitting the red button below and the bell next to it, so you're notified when I upload future videos. Again, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.